What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Off the Grid. We're back, Sauce. We're back.
We're back! And the best damn intro in the game is still on.
And this is how you get copyright infringements, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, until we monetize, we are keeping that intro. And I've told Dom of that. Until the day we actually hit 1,000 subs, we are keeping that on. And then I said we'll have to come up with something new.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Belgian GP, Sauce. We're happy to be back on Off the Grid. Few interesting things. Max Verstappen had pole, had to take a 5-spot penalty grid for his engine. So he starts in 6th, but the starting grid before we get started here is Leclerc first, Perez second, Hamilton third, Sainz in 4th, the Aussie Piastri in 5th, Verstappen in 6th, Norris in 7th, Russell in 8th, Alonso and Stroll round out the top 10. And then, of course, we don't worry about outside the top 10, Sauce, unless there's any notables. But, of course, we've got to go look where Danny Rick is, and he's starting second last, Sauce. So...
Not good. Not good.
Not good.
He's in.
Global.
Thomas.
Yes, Doohan won his second race in a row, Sauce.
Big.
The Aussie. He came from P19 or P16, and he won the race. He did a Max Verstappen, mate. Came from absolutely nowhere. Anyway, let's get our predictions here, Sauce. Who's winning it? Is the weather going to hold out? Is the question.
Max is winning it. He's coming from 6th and he's going to take it out.
How many seconds is he winning it by?
No, I reckon it'll be a close race. He'll win it only by, it'll be close, within 10 seconds, I'm going to say.
Is that because he has to stop to take the fastest lap, or?
Yeah. Jeez. He's starting on the softs, so he's going to go hard early, try and get a few spots.
The first 4 are starting on softs as well. Only Piastri in front of him is starting on the mediums. He'll get around
Piastri within the first 2 laps.
The only way Max isn't winning this is he goes so aggressive on the start here to get first, he crashes. It's the only chance he's not winning this race. Legit.
It'll be interesting to see because this is the first time this season he's been in like that position on the starting grid.
The fact that there is a Ferrari on pole.
Got there by default.
It doesn't matter. They're there. So technically, they're the kings of quali this week. And we know what happens when they're the kings of quali. Absolutely.
So there was no qualification because of the weather. It was that bad.
No. They had it. They had the sprint race. They had everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Piastri finished second. Piastri came second in the sprint.
Oh, nice.
Gasly
Who came
third.
first?
Verstappen.
Oh, okay. Oh, who could have guessed?
There's no surprise there, is there? So he's going to win his 3rd title in a row, so I can't believe it. You're witnessing greatness. He's going to win his 4th next year.
He's the new GOAT. He's the new GOAT, Verstappen.
He could be. He's arguably racing against the GOAT, apparently, in Lewis Hamilton, and he beats him every week, so he must be better than him. Hamilton never... Well, he did drive against Schumacher. He did. He was in a lesser car, but what are you going to do? Let's go, Sauce. Let's line them up. Let's see Charles Leclerc get overtaken by Perez on the first corner.
Here we go. They're just lining up for
Hamilton
me.
in 3rd, Sainz in 4th. So the Ferraris on the starting on the front 2 lines of the grid here. So Danny Rick on the softs. Surely you can just get up in amongst that top 10. It'd be nice. Get him in. Hurry up. These cars at the back warming their tyres, mate. You got no chance anyway. Just hurry up, mate. We just want to see the big boys race up the front. Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go. Oh, Perez cuts off Hamilton.
Oh.
There's Sainz. Gets Hamilton.
Oh, he's in
and
4th.
That's going to help Max so much. That clip.
Oh, no, he's lost the spot.
That's going to help Max so
done.
much.
What's happened to Piastri?
I think he's got a problem.
Oh, he's done.
There's Perez. I called it. It wasn't the first corner, but
Perez into the lead.
it wasn't the first corner. It was the second one.
And Verstappen bang straight into fourth. 2 spots. Look
Yeah,
at that.
the moment that the Piastri thing happened, it helped. Well, when
Got
Sainz
damage. Yeah,
when
no
Sainz
shit.
came across on the first turn, that helped Max massively. They'll show the
Who's that in
restart
front
again.
of him? Is that Hamilton?
Hamilton in front of him.
But he did well to not get. They did well not to get caught up in that. That could have caused a crash very easily.
Sainz has got damage. He's done. Forget about him. I think Max just goes, I don't need to be aggressive anymore. I've won the title this year. Every other person in front of me, well, I've got a Ferrari in front of me. They're lemons, so they're going to stuff something up. So I might as well just take my time.
Honestly, I reckon he just needs to be patient. And worst comes to worst in this race, I'm telling you, he finishes second behind Perez.
Yeah,
Worst situation,
worse.
and he finishes
That's
second.
worse. But in
I'm
all
telling you,
honesty,
he just needs to be patient.
yeah,
He'll get there. He might even get Perez. He might even get Perez and take him on because he's that much of a nut.
that's the worst scenario. Worst scenario is if Red Bull can't find a way to cost Perez the race, so Verstappen could win it.
He's that much of a nut. He'll probably do it.
So Norris in 7th. Alonso's gone up from 9th to 6th. Piastri's finished. He's done. Sainz is done. Forget that he's got damage, so that 5th spot there, might as well just give it up to Alonso. We just got to wait a bit here. Few laps. There's a yellow flag. Who stopped on track?
Yellow flag.
Oh no, Piastri. Oh, well, the Aussie's gone. His great weekend has gone to shit. Not good. DNF. All right, here's the restart. Watch Carlos Sainz source on the restart and watch how it helps Max Verstappen. All right, so there's the lock up on Sainz, cuts them all off there. Verstappen goes wide because they had to lock up. Obviously, they've lost speed, and then he's gone, I see a gap here, bang, straight away. He's Piastri here. Let's see who caused the problem. Yeah, Sainz, because he locked up and he cut him off because he's a fucking Le Mans and doesn't know how to drive. So he does that, and then you'll see Max Verstappen come in.
Surely that's the Ferrari's fault there.
It is the Ferrari's fault. He locked up. Don't even get me started, mate. I'm done with them for the rest of the season. They're fucking just useless. Seriously, Source, straight up, bro. Straight up. We're 17% higher than West Coast. North Melbourne Football Club, if you had any fucking brains, you go out against Melbourne next week and you lose by 150 and try and get that percentage to absolutely nothing. So you get the number 1 pick and you don't need to trade up for it. So you get Harley Reid straight out. So you don't have to give up shit. Don't be
work
idiots
out in
now.
your favour.
Seriously,
You should go after Harley Reid big time because he doesn't want to leave Victoria.
Yeah, do not be morons now and try and be like, we've got to play for our season. We've got to show our fans anything. If you want to show your fans anything, go out there and get hammered by fucking 100 points for the next 4 weeks.
The advice. I'll ask you that question again on the pod this week.
That's
believe you
what
lost.
you do.
There was one man that I know that was absolutely shattered and he's defeated. And you might see another.
Bro,
TikTok
you said you were going to call him and say that we were going to lose. And you were on the money. I got to go on TikTok and make sure he hasn't posted anything.
Uh,
I might even have to check in with him, make sure he's all right, mate.
he said you just came out of sleep in the first quarter.
Oh, he's got a new one, so I'll listen to one. I got to mute. I got to listen.
What about the Dons Global? 2 points, mate. Our season's done. No finals for us.
When my eyes were stared
He hasn't said a word. It's just music playing, and it's gone black and white, and he's just in absolute. He's a shell of himself. You got to go
He's
watch it.
defeated, mate.
He's defeated.
You got to come to the Exeter North game in a couple of weeks.
I'm not fucking coming to that.
Yeah, come on. Support your buddy.
If we lose by 100 points, I'll come.
It is moral support.
What's the date? That's a Saturday game, though, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think it's a Saturday game because I got soccer. I can't come.
How can they put us on a Saturday, mate? That fixture. That's a salad bowl
Oops,
toilet
sorry.
bowl fixture. Should be on a Sunday afternoon every time.
Probably is 4:40. That's where it should be. The toilet bowl game. No, it's Saturday, 1:45.
He's nearly.
Anyway, he's gonna get Hamilton here. Verstappen.
How many DRS zones has this track got?
I don't know, but there's not enough to save anyone else. Sainz is cooked, mate. He's got. Did you see his? Did you see the shell of the car? It's got a massive hole in it. He's probably going to DNF. You'll probably DNF in this race, to be honest.
Yeah, he's done.
Ooh, Stroll on Russell. There goes Sonoda on Sainz. Here comes Albon on Sainz. Sainz, just go into the pit lane, mate, and DNF. You're just being an idiot.
He's lost so much aerodynamics with that hole.
Yeah, it's cooked. It's done. It's honestly done. He's just been a Le Mans. Seriously. Yeah, Verstappen will get Hamilton. Surely. Here comes Albon. He'll get him on the straight. And Verstappen should get Hamilton on the straight. And then starts chasing down Leclerc after that. There goes Albon on Sainz. See you later. Well, at least we know Danny Rick's not going to finish second last. This is going to be another car that's about to go out in a second. Oh, Danny Rick's come in the pits. How is Verstappen? Danny dead last, Oscar out. Such a disaster. You're on the money, Global. And there goes Max on Hamilton. And now he's going to start hunting down Leclerc.
Oh, he's already got Hamilton.
Doesn't really matter how long it takes him. Like,
I reckon. What do you reckon? By lap 12, you'll have Leclerc.
Yeah, probably. This will be an elite overtake too. Look at him. Phew. Yeah, thanks for coming. Just get out of the way, son. It's Max's world and you're all just driving in it. It's legitimately the sport at the moment. Well, here comes Russell. Is it going to get signs? Here it comes. He's right on him here. There you go. Max has set the fastest lap source. There's George Russell on him. Honestly, I'm just a bit unsure on Ferrari's like thought process on just leaving that car out there.
What's the point? He's literally gone back 6 spots already.
Yeah, you're not going to get in the points. You potentially create more damage for the car, cost more money to fix it. Just retire the car. I just don't see what it's going to achieve. It can't find pace. You can't change the hull of the car. So they can come in for a pit stop and just say, oh, we're going to change the car. I don't know. I don't see the point in it, to be honest. But anyway, each to their own, I guess. Typical Ferrari. Logan Sargent, mate, in a Williams is chasing down the Ferrari. There you go. Source. Verstappen already in DRS on Leclerc, under a second.
Oh,
To use the
well.
DRS on him.
Within 12. I said within by lap 12, mate. It might be like by lap.
Like
Might
lap
be
10.
like by lap 10 here.
Maybe even lap 9. Yeah, this is just ridiculous, mate. Sargent just passed signs. Gasly is about to pass him. Yep, Gasly's just passed him. Like, what are you achieving here, Ferrari? There you go. You brought him in. His race is done. Like, Max is 15 kilometers per hour faster on the straights alone, says Global. 100%. Oh, Source. They've just put new tyres on and sent him back out. Oh, what are you doing, Ferrari? Oh no, Lando's getting a double overtake here. Oh,
Nightmare. Didn't
the
Norris start up in
McLaren's.
the top 10?
Yeah, he was in 7th. Oh, this is a shambles for McLaren. They've had a shocker. Ferrari's having a shocker. It's about to go from bad to worse for Ferrari because Max is about to overtake Leclerc. "20 minutes away. Bit of rain. That could help a bit. They don't reckon it's strong. It still could make the track a little bit wet.
He's going to get him soon.
He's right on him. Well, this top 4 looks pretty solid at the moment in terms of like the timings between them. Alonso's 8.5 seconds behind Hamilton. So that top 4 is pretty solid. Obviously, Verstappen more than likely overtakes both of them. I mean, there he goes now. He just took him.
That was easy.
Yeah. There you go. Lap 9 source. And now he chases down his teammate. Need a safety car. Yeah. Look at this overtake. Oh. Just does what he wants. So the battle is pretty much Perez versus Verstappen and Leclerc versus Hamilton, really. That's the top 4 battles. Top 2 versus each other and 3rd and 4th versus each other. And then Alonso is just going to be, unless something happens in this race, he's going to sit in that 5th position in no man's land, driving with no one catching him from behind and him not catching anyone in front of him, really. Making a coffee, be back in a minute, says Global. I love it. Hulkenberg in the points in 10th. Gasly in the points in 9th. Danny Ricks up into 15th source. Which is what we like to see. He's only a second behind Norris. Danny Rick.
We have to get Norris.
Sonoda's in the pits.
This must be a big track if there's only 44 laps.
Yeah. They're doing minute 52s. So it's a pretty long track to do minute 52 laps. We're almost a quarter of the way through already. Oh. Oh, Danny Rick takes Lando. Danny Rick. Charging his battery.
Let's see if we can get up into the points, Danny Rick.
Come on, Danny Rick. Come on, man. You're driving the poor man's Red Bull. You should be able to try and... Norris has got a lot of problems, man, with this car at the moment. Kevin Magnussen's got the fastest lap. That's funny. Alonso's in the pit.
Let's see how long it takes him to get it under, get it close to 1 second.
Well, Perez is holding him off at the moment. Alonso coming out and being 10th.
Most definitely not the same car, mate.
Definitely not the same car. What the hell's Ted Kravitz talking about? I love these F1 pundits, man. Like, they know more than us. I'm not saying we know more than them, but don't try and give the illusion to the people watching this sport that they have the same car. They have the same. They have the same car in terms of powered by the same company that creates the motor for the car. They're powered by the same motor company, but they're not. It's not the same car. That's the only thing that's the same: the design and who powers the car. But then when it comes to engineering, one guy's car is more finely tuned, and the other, and he's a better driver. That's the other thing. Max is
He'd have Verstappen would get like the premium, like the top engineers at Red Bull would work on his car more than the
probably,
top engineers would work on Perez's car a little bit, but he would get preference. So that's why his would be better.
And plus, he's the best driver on the track.
So
that's the other thing. Here comes Alonso on Hulkenberg. Oh, look at this. The Haas. Come on, Danny Rick. He's under a second on Magnussen. Use that DRS, son. Get up into 13th.
reclined it. I've got the recline.
He's got it. He's taken about 0.2 off of Perez, Verstappen. He's just slowly. He's doing the Tom Brady Patriots. Death by 1,000 cuts on Perez. Just slowly.
He's got it under 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. Hello, Magda. Don't be feral, mate. Our team's an absolute joke, mate.
Absolute dumpster fire.
You missed my assessment at the top of the show. And that is if
Save
we
it for
don't
the
go out
pod.
there, if we don't go out there and lose the rest of the games. I don't want to know. No, they don't. Magda, they can win next year. I don't want any more wins.
You want Harley Reid. That's what you want.
That was your last chance to win today. That's it now. I don't want any wins.
Be silly if you do.
You'd be actually dumb. You'll know. Source, you'll know. If Aaron Hall gets named next week in the squad against Melbourne,
You're tanking.
You're tanking. That's right. You're done. If you see that in, you see A Hall in, you're done.
That's so bad.
All right, Hamilton's pit. Hulkenberg's pit. Danny Rick goes straight into 13th. He's still 0.7 behind Magnussen in that 12th spot. He's 0.4. Get to show us Danny Rick, mate.
Mate, you can't beat the Sky Sports coverage over there. You press the button and you can go on with any driver and watch the on-car camera.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
All right, so Perez is pitted here, Source. And they've left Max out. And Ferrari has come in at the same time. Magda, Ferrari, RMS. Yep.
100% they RMS.
Come on, Danny Rick. Keep pushing some.
I reckon you can get in the points.
Potentially.
Big D Rick.
There's a lot of mid cars in the top 10 because the McLarens are done and Sainz are done. It practically opens up 3 spots. Bottas just overtook freaking. Oh, this is interesting sauce. Max wants to stay out till it rains. Oh, no. He's coming in. Here he comes, sauce. Yeah, Yuki is. He's driving well, Magda, at the moment. Well, Saucy, as they did mention, this is the last race before the break. And as we know, we do see drivers move around in that break and sign deals, potential homes for the 2024 season could be decided in the next month when the season takes the break. A lot of rumors source that Lando Norris could be a Red Bull next year.
Wow.
A lot of rumors. A lot. Like a lot of people, pundits are saying like that's where he could be. And a lot of them have said that he won't be at McLaren next year. So very interesting.
They'll make it interesting at Red Bull. Stappen, Lando. Interesting combo.
Well, they are good friends. They're very good friends, actually. So Verstappen, that pit stop worked out better for him because he's got the gap to 1.3 now behind Perez.
And now he can take him on, which he will.
Now, so Perez, your race is cooked, mate.
Lock him in, big Verstappes.
Then he could start working on the plus 15-second market. Gamble responsibly.
Crazy. He could be in the lead by the 20th lap, but he's gonna have 24 laps to extend it. He's gonna be in the lead by the 18th lap.
Yeah, he's in the DRS now. It's 0.7 now. He's taken half a second off. Perez might have made a mistake, or I don't know what's happened there. Here he comes. Oh, he's right on him here. 0.2 source. He's got a lot of pace on the tyre change. A lot of pace.
He's gone.
He's done. And here it comes. Oh dear.
He's done.
Mate, he's cooked. Look how quick this car is. It's like a fucking... It's actually lightning. Oh, he's right on him. Oh, he's right on him. He just set the fastest lap as well. Oh, he said Jaws sauce. It's funny. Sounds like Jaws, does it?
Ooh,
Because
surely
we
he's
got
gonna.
this.
He's got him.
Martin Brundle, he must listen to the pod. He must know that we got the Max Verstappen Jaws. Global said he's fried his tyres just trying to stay ahead. Potentially. It's already at 1.2 seconds, and he just overtook him. This could get ugly very quickly. Because he's got the fastest lap source. You know what that means? Doesn't need a pit. And the only person that can take that fastest lap now is Perez, really.
Well, he's not if that's his pace after changing onto the medium tyres.
Could be 20?
20 seconds.
20. That sounds that sounds pretty reasonable. 20. He just set another fastest lap. 150. Took a second off his fastest lap from the previous lap.
What a nut.
He's going to get it to at
Too
least... He'll get it to at least a 148.
Well, with the clear air, it's easier to...
4 minutes till rain source. Level 2 or 3 rain, says Ferrari. I don't know what that means. Oh, they're putting all the rain jackets on in the crowd source. That means they must be feeling a few sprinkles. Oh, no. Alright, so the rain's coming in already, source, on a part of the track. Lando should have just come in and put the wets on before everyone else. Okay, it's going to be... we might get a bit of rain in this source.
They'll cause some
as,
havoc.
As we say on this show, we like the rain when it comes early because then it gives us... it generates interest for the rest of the race. If it comes with the last 4 laps, it's shit. Because you're like, it didn't really have an effect on the race. But, it comes in with 25
There was one
laps.
race, was it earlier in the season or last season, when the rain came late and some people didn't change and they were scooting and sliding everywhere. Remember that?
That was 2 seasons ago. And
That was crazy.
And Norris didn't change, Lando, and he thought and it was like he was driving on oil.
That's right. He was
just sliding everywhere. It's like a bumper car.
That was a rookie mistake, mate.
He was driving on literally like a Dodgem car, mate, just smashing into the barriers. So dumb. Danny Rick, come in, mate. Put the wets on. Come in before everyone else. Oh, 10 minutes of rain. Well, it's raining a bit. Bring Danny Rick in. Bring him in.
It'd be a masterstroke, wouldn't it? Just bring him in, get the wets on before everyone else, then...
Yeah. Magda said, oh no, they probably put intermediates on, I reckon. We need mayhem this race. I agree. the full wets is when it's like proper raining. But if it's not going
Yeah,
to be
they
like
did say
proper,
intermediates on the telecast.
mate, just put the intermediates on him now. Get him in. Just imagine that. He pits before everyone else on the intermediates. He's not going to be first, but he gets into the top 10. Just a master stroke from AlphaTauri. You can't, man, if it buckets down, you can't just understand the cars that they're driving. But if it starts bucketing down, you can't red flag the session.
That's what they do. That's the legislation now. The rule. That's the rule.
And so everyone gets a free pit stop.
And tyre change. That's what
Where's
he
the
just said.
fucking interest? Where's the interest in the race anymore, mate? You're meant to be able to drive in all conditions. I understand people would say, "Oh yeah, but you got to think about the safety of the drivers." Yeah, I get that. But what are we trying to get them to drive in? What conditions? Perfect for everything. I'm too old school, man. We were brought up in the era, mate, where you played or drove in rain, hail, or shine, mate. It doesn't really matter. And everyone hated each other. They weren't all best buddies. Like in basketball, everyone's buddies with each other. There's actually no competition. When the guy wins, they go, "Congratulations, man. That was fantastic." Sauce and I would hate each other's guts if we played on the opposite side.
Yep.
I fucking want to lose to Sauce. He doesn't want to lose to me. Fuck that. That's why we play on the same team in basketball.
We've got to cook. We've got to cook.
It's all right, man. I'll set you about 50 screens tomorrow night, so don't stress. What? Aston Martin's coming out with softs. Okay. But then if they have to put the inters on, he's going to have to come in again. Well, it's for Stroll anyway. Who cares? If it was Alonso, I'd care. No, 4-second stop. That's
I was
horrific.
about to say that. That was a shocking stop.
Danny Rick up into 12th source. Oh. Yeah, he was a bit of a mess. He was a bit of a mess. That's all right, though. You got to have faith in him, mate. When you're the best driver on the planet. He's got that car by the reins, mate. It's raining. Not heavy enough. Oh, Bottas is about to get Danny Rick. Hold him off, Danny.
Kick. He's got the kick on it.
He's going to get him on the straight up.
He's got the kick sponsorship.
Who?
Bottas or Magnussen. One of the
Oh,
Bottas.
okay. He held him off, Danny Rick. Nice. Good driving. Lando's put the softs on. Come on, Lando. Oh, Bottas is going to get him. Nah, he's done. Zhou Guan Yu's right on him too. Come on, Lando. You've got softs on, son. Come on. Oh, look at Lando. Nice. Good driving, Lando. Global says, bring Danny in the next lap for softs. Get him on him. Why not? Oh, it's raining harder.
Intermediates yet?
Get Danny in on the Inters, Global.
Take a punt.
Might as well. Put Carlos Sainz on the Inters. Probably be the best thing Ferrari's done in 4 seasons. Well, it's raining a fair bit. Do you reckon they could put Georgie Russell on the Inters here? Could be interesting. See what they do. Now they're putting softs on him.
Why is Sainz still out there?
He's having a good race.
Why? What's the point?
Carlos. Lando Norris into 14th because of that pit stop for Russell. He's Danny Rick. Oh, no, Sonoda, sorry. Up into 6th. He's having a very nice race. Very nice. Danny Rick, they put mediums on him. Lando about to overtake Zoe. You go into 13th, and then he's not going to be too far behind Hulkenberg. Come on, Lando. You can get back in the top 10 here. Your race was finished. Here comes Lando. Bang. Right. He'll be under a second in a moment behind. Yep, he's already a second behind Hulkenberg, so he's got DRS on him. Here goes Russell into 15th. So Russell and Norris pushing very hard here to get back in the top 10. Norris's race was practically done, to be honest, and he's got a new lease on life and found pace in the car.
With the softs.
Yeah. So it's pretty good. It's worked out good for him.
Maybe the rain's going to hold off.
Yeah, I think it might. So it could be a good move by the Mercedes and the McLaren here at the back of the pack to get back into that top 10. Gasly gone in. Norris into 11th now because of that pit stop. Russell into 13th. Norris 0.3 behind Hulkenberg to get back into the points, Lando. Here comes Russell to go into 12th. Bang. Done with ease. And he's right behind Lando. He's about to go into the point source in 10th. So his race was looking pretty cooked. But as we said, there's a lot of mid-pack cars there in the top 10. He could probably get all the way back into 6th. Norris, if he drives well. And there's the retirement for Carlos Sainz.
About time. Why do they didn't do that
too
after?
late.
Yeah, I was going to say why they didn't do it 6 laps in. I have no clue. Yeah, if it doesn't rain, it looks like we're just leading to a procession of a Verstappen win here.
Oh, did you see the Gasly stop there? They couldn't get the front right off.
Oh.
Come on, Lando. Let him pass Hulkenberg. Oh, he's pitted. All right, Lando's in the point source. Oh, so Norris and... There you go. Norris and Russell into 8th and 9th now, source. They were completely finished in this race. The two of them. And now Russell and Norris are going to be fighting it out against each other. And here comes Russell on Lando. Nice. This is good driving. They should have put the softs on Danny Rick. I 100% agree with Global. That was a freaking mistake. Here comes Danny Rick. Gets his spot back on Hulkenberg. Global says, bought himself a Giddy Cornerstones RPA to 25. Nice. Muted. Source.
Beautiful, mate.
Russell is second
For a big
off here.
season, Big Josh.
Yeah, they got
boy,
Holgram.
SGA.
And Holgram coming back as well, Source. The team's going to be pretty good.
SGA.
They got Poku.
They got who? Who did you say?
Poku.
He's a dud, mate. He's going to the Coaster collection, mate. I've been looking for a nice PSA slab of his to get added to the Coaster collection.
There you go, Source. Russell and Norris are 6th and 7th at the moment. The sun's back out shining, and the rain is gone. There's Danny Rick up into 15th because of some of the pits, which is nice. Well, all the top guys are going to have to pit again. Russell's going to have to pit, and Norris potentially. Oh, actually, no. Russell could probably get to the end of the race on those. Potentially. Norris has already got 8 laps on his. OKC to make push for finals this year, as in like playoffs, you mean? They're not making the NBA finals. There's 0 chance of that happening. I'm not even giving them a look in.
Playoffs. They can make the playoffs.
Playoffs, 100% they could. It's all about Saucy's team, mate. The Lakers.
Yeah.
They're not the
winning
Lake
it all,
Show.
Dom.
They're not the Lake Show. They're the shit show, is what they are.
We're winning it all. Great roster we've assembled.
You know
Absolutely
who's
stunning roster.
You know who's even more of a shit show? The Heat haven't even been able to get Lillard yet.
What's going on, Big Dom? What's going on?
I don't know. No, I'm not really fast, to be honest. The most laughable thing is the fact that Boston giving the Supermax to Jaylen Brown makes them think they're going to win a title.
That's silly.
That's the most hilarious thing. But they got Porzingis, didn't they? Boston got Porzingis?
They did get Porzingis.
Yeah. If you can stay healthy, it'll help. I still don't think they can win it. Denver's much better a side than Boston, in my opinion. Hence why they're world champs, and Boston was sitting in like sipping margaritas in Cancun.
Cancun.
Starting a Giddy Prism Rookie Rainbow collection. Started a month ago, and I'm around 30. Jeez.
I love it, Global. I love it.
Don't worry, I'll be looking for F1 cards at the card show coming up this weekend, Source. Don't you worry about that.
There's a card show this weekend, that's right. 6th.
Yep.
North Melbourne.
And then Tricon 2 weeks after.
Got to get me ticket. Got me ticket to Tricon. We're in. We're on.
I might even bring my OPO1 box there, mate. Try and flog it off.
Why not? You never know.
Well, if I'm not going to sell it there, I'll probably sell it nowhere. Yep, I'll be there, Magda. I got to turn up to a card show, mate, or the fans will be pissed off with me on this podcast. There'll be a lynch mob. Because Source has been the last 3 and I haven't been able to get to it because I've had stuff on. So he's represented double coverage like the king that he is, mate. Me, Lamont. Straight up.
Someone's got to get out there, mate. Someone's got to get out there.
Oh, Hamilton and Alonso having a nice battle out there. Oh, here comes Lewis. He's going to get it. He's back into 4th. Yeah, get down to this one, Global, this weekend. I miss you. Miss your head. You've always got a story for us, mate. What's happening around the traps? What you've been buying? I wonder when the Messiah gets back from the National. He's up to 9.3 seconds. Max E. Danny Rick just sitting there and at 16th. He's not going anywhere, let's be honest.
He's not getting into the points.
This race is finished. This race.
How far in front is he?
Well, he's about to be 30 seconds because Perez has gone into the pits.
Oh, okay. Do you reckon you'll be able to drive this out and not pit?
Yeah. He's very good at managing his tyres. Very, very good. Like exceptionally good. There you go. 27 second Source.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a good move. Want to set up one of these days with my son and rid of some unwanted stuff. I like it. I'd be keen to see what you got in there because you got a lot of retro stuff global, and if you're willing to part with it, mate, like I'll come in there, have a look, buy some of the vintage guys that I like to collect. Lando, oh, does he get driver of the day? The way he's got himself back into the race. Russell is hunting down Alonso very quickly here. Oh, Max has come in, source. Oh, there goes his 30 seconds. What a load of bullshit.
He'll be right.
Well, they put softs on him, so he should be absolutely rapid now. It's just so... It's 10 seconds ahead of him. So Perez either wants to chase him down and win, so he's going to burn the rubber, and Max will just hold off, manage his tyres, go with the flow, and this race will be all but over, unless he makes an error. Heaps of early 2000s footy cards, says Global. You have a lot of Matty Lloyd. You won't be selling those. Red Bull are the best. Suey. There you go, Magda, trying to wheel and deal on the carry cards, mate. You got any Stimmerol carry rookies, Magda?
Thomas cornering the market.
Magda's got no carry cards. What?
Come on, Magna. The greatest ever shimbo to lace him up. The duck.
I don't know if he's the greatest shin burner ever. After the antics he had at the fucking club. I don't know if he's the
He
greatest.
did quite a bit of boning, let me tell you that.
He was definitely the king of something. I'll tell you that much.
The El Duckerino.
Global said, found my full set of 01 draft pick SIGs. That's pretty good.
El Duckerino.
Yeah, I've got a carry card. Yeah, I remember Global. You gave me the carry card. Magda's saying he hasn't got a carry card. Yes, I know, and a Playboy card. Yes, appreciate that. Yes.
We got more, mate.
Oh, you haven't opened them, have you? You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Oh, there she is.
You're an absolute lemon. That could be a Tuesday special. You're an idiot.
Whoa. Hey, I've covered up. I've covered it up.
You've lost the plot.
PG. Well, Dom, we got to entertain ourselves when this guy is dominating the race. And
He's
what are we supposed to do?
single-handedly giving everyone a bath. Every race, he's just so good. It's like, we'll start. They should literally start him in 20th every race, and then just see what he can do. Come on, Gasly. I like Pierre Gasly.
Sweet.
That is great driving. Elite. I want to see the driver of the day option. Saudi F1 team will sign Max up. I wish there was a Saudi team, bro. That'd be the best. That'd actually be the best. Oh dear. Red Bull not happy with Max. Max, you are an idiot. Did you hear what he said?
Yes.
If anyone didn't hear that, he just said, could we do another stop so we could get some pit stop training?
Is he taking the piss?
He just doesn't give a fuck. How can you not like this guy? He's arrogant. Yeah, so was Zlatan, but everyone loved him. If you can talk the talk and walk the walk, why does everyone hate the guy?
I agree.
I agree, Global. But I reckon they just talk shit on the radio too, yeah, because everyone can hear the radio broadcast. Just talk absolute crap. Look at that, Qatar Airways, mate. It'll be the Saudi F1 league soon. They're going to have everything. Max is our new GOAT. says Magda. Could be. The way seasons run now in F1 with so many races, like you can break every record known imaginable in this sport because of that. Like pole positions and podiums, race wins. Got 24 races in a season or 23 races in a season. Like, back in the day, there wasn't that many. Can he get plus 15? That is the question. Russell's back onto Alonso again. Eight laps left, Sauce. 8 laps. Catch the UFC card today, mate.
I did. Great card.
Hot
Great
balls.
card. What a finish. He started the fight with a flying knee, kneed the guy straight in the face, and then finished him within the first 40 seconds.
Big hot balls.
260-pounder flying knee.
That's good night.
And then he took his shorts off and was running
And
around
did
whirling around.
Yeah. No, first he took his shorts off and did the DX suck it.
Yeah, he did.
Did you see what he put on his Instagram?
No.
He put the photo of him doing that, the suck it, and he tagged Triple H in it. And he said, "Did I do it justice or some shit?" He actually tagged Triple H in the photo. The comment he made as well about it. Did you see the comment he made about his wife or his missus, whatever it was?
Was this after the fight?
Yes. Oh, he said something just ridiculous.
Not surprised. He is
It's
ridiculous.
like the most inappropriate thing of all time. He just doesn't care. Derek, big boy. Derek, big boy Lewis. He's in such better shape these days too. Big boy. Derek Lewis. United got a signing source, Rasmus Hjoland.
I've seen.
At least we
About
signed
time.
somebody. Everyone else we wanted, we haven't signed. 6 laps left in this. Hurry up, Max. Drive quicker. Magda said if Ben Brown plays this week against the Roos, I'll be fuming.
Well, you better hope so, so we can bag 10, so you guys can get a shit percentage.
Global says, does LeBum retire after this season now that Bron Jr. might not ever play again? Probably. Magda says, gift the ruse, pick 1, 2, and 3. Oh. And let's go pick 1. Yeah, bloody oath. Want that on 1 pick. Oh, Esteban. Oh, Jesus. That was a good move, man. Jeez. Talk about cutting it fine. This is the good angle of seeing it as well. Oh. Come on, Danny Rick. Put the pedal to the metal, son. You can do it.
15th. We thought he could get into the points at one stage.
Probably should have listened to Global. AlphaTauri, that is, sorry. They should have put the softs on.
Softs was the way to go. Then he might have had a chance to get in the points.
There's Danny Rick. Oh. Oh, Danny Rick. Struggling here. Albon's going to get him as well. $17. Just trying to get to that 20. I don't think you'll get to plus 20. He's just too good. Norris has done well to hold on in that 7th spot on those softs. Poor Ricardo into 17th. Second last now.
His car's rubbish.
Yeah, he's just struggling massively. I'm just happy that he's back on the grid, to be honest. We started in 19th, so he can only finish 1 place higher anyway, or 2 places higher. There's only 18 cars left, so it's a result for him, I guess.
Third goal.
He didn't finish last. So Leclerc and Hamilton really didn't have any competition amongst each other, as well as Verstappen and Perez had no competition amongst each other.
All in all, it's actually been a boring race.
It was good for the first 18, 19
Yeah,
laps.
first 15 laps.
Yeah. There's a bit happening, a lot of overtakes happening. But then it's just been shit again. They've got to revamp the cars already. We've got to wait to 26 for them to change some of the stuff again. Verstappen could potentially, what's that? 20, but he could have 5 world titles by the time we get to 2026 for the changes.
5 in a row.
Potentially. And let's say he gets. Let's see. There's a few more races left. He'll have over 40 wins. Imagine in the next 2 seasons, we'll say he wins. Be conservative and say he wins 16 of the 24 races in 2 seasons. You'll have almost 75 wins at 20. How old is he? 25, 26.
That's ridiculous.
Obviously, the record is, what's his name? Lewis Hamilton has it. He's 25 years old now, so he'll be 27 and potentially have 75 wins, career wins. But if he wins 20 races, Source, out of 24 in those seasons, he'll have over 80 wins by the time we get to 26. That's ridiculous. So
Who's got the most wins of all time?
Hamilton, 100 and is it 101? I think. $103 he's got. Schumacher has 91. Oh, sorry, I stand corrected. Source. Max Verstappen's already got 44 wins.
There you go. Before you know it, mate, by the time it's all said and done, from there you'll be getting close to 100 by the time they change the regulations.
Well, he's going to be on. This is his 45th win. So he's 5th all time in wins already, Source, by the way. And by the end of the season, if he can win 6 more races, he'll be 25 years old and 4th all time, Source, in wins by the end of this season.
It's mental.
Fuck, it's actually crazy.
He's still got another solid 10 years in the sport.
So he's, of current races, obviously Alonso and Hamilton. So Hamilton's got the most, Verstappen 5th, 7th is Alonso. He's only won 32 races. You might have thought that dominant period that he has had more than 32 wins, but it's only 32. And then on the grid after that, Valtteri Bottas in 31st with 10 wins. He's not going to win another race. 37th is Danny Rick in 8th with 8 wins. Sergio Perez in 42nd with 6 wins. Leclerc's got 5 wins in total in his career. It's actually crazy. Like, you think about it, Sauce. You genuinely think about it. And you say, like, Sergio Perez, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, he's won easily 10 Grand Prix. Or, you know, Daniel Ricciardo, yeah, he would have won about 15 Grand Prix, you know, when he was driving at Red Bull. And 8. Perez has only won 6 in his whole career.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Leclerc's only won 5. And then you got Verstappen, Hamilton, and Alonso. Those 3 guys have 180 wins just themselves on the grid. Those 3 guys have 180 wins combined, which is more than everyone else that's driving
Combined.
That's just freaking ridiculous. It's still crazy that Hamilton's got just himself more than everyone on the racetrack combined. Just Hamilton alone.
That's a fair point. Fuck, when you think about it like that, not that many people win.
No. And that's why it's the same thing with World Championships. Not many people win. We looked it up that time. There's something like 34, was it only 34 drivers or something ever have won a world title? The tribal chief, Max
You need a
Verstappen.
telescope to see him. That's how far behind he is. It's absolutely giving him an absolute stitch up there.
Would he win in a Williams? No, he wouldn't. 100% he wouldn't.
Who's that?
Max Verstappen. 100% he wouldn't.
No, it's a whole team effort. Like
It's the
Red
car.
Bull have some great engineers, and the way that they put they've got this car tuned, and like the reality
He's a great
is,
driver.
when you've got other teams that conceded that they stopped trying when they knew the regulations were coming in, trying leading up to get, so they had a chance. They started working on these cars early. And then you had the likes of Red Bull who were still contesting under the old rules. So they had to put all their focus on actually that season or those seasons and didn't work on the car early like other teams that had already conceded and still come out and then just win title after title, race after race. It's credit to them.
They still would have had, like, obviously, their R&D department still would have been working on that change. But like you're saying, it wasn't their complete focus, which I completely agree. Where Ferrari, their whole R&D and focus was on now, this generation of cars. And they suck.
And they suck balls. Look at all the flares. He was always winning that race. Come on.
I know. 100%. I agree with you.
Even though he did start in
There's never a doubt. Carlos Sainz just helped him get there quicker. Pretty much. Red Bull did breach the cap last year, which gave them the advantage, says Global. Oh, well,
You
You're
know they
innocent
just
until
get a slap on
proven.
the wrist for that shit.
You're innocent until you're proven guilty. And if they really did do it, then they would have been penalised. Paid off a few people. Global. And it's like Man City.
Money talks. Money talks.
Easy. On that note, ladies and gents.
On that note, it's been another off the grid Belgian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins again. Was there any doubt? No, there wasn't.
We might be back after the break, which is in a month's time. So
We'll
stay
definitely
tuned for
be
that
back
one.
this Tuesday. So for our
100%.
live podcast. So tune
Tune
in
in
to that.
Tuesday.
And
We'll see you there. We'll talk all things North, UFC,
we'll be a few
National.
sprays, I reckon.
National. We'll talk
Few
about Matty
sprays.
Allen opening about 400K worth of product.
That's a lot of snowy Christmases sold on the market, mate.
On that note, peace.
Peace.